Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to do some more Epic 7 Guild War content. So hopefully the fights go well, we don't necessarily lose all of our units for stupid reasons, and you know, it just is good, hopefully. So enjoy the video, and here we go. Welcome back to Epic 7 Guild War. It is Friday the 15th. Might as well say the date. We're here. I've already started. So, we're against Lucidius today. They are rank 32. There you go. No, I'm not going to finish what I was about to say because I'll get banned. Rank 30. We're for rank 39. They're rank 32. Yeah. We've not done anything to any of their strongholds yet. Bad looks of it. Like, they're all fairly high HP. And a few of us have attacked. So I'm assuming we don't attack them anymore. So we just go for smalls. So, we'll hit this one. Today is day 2 of Byblis. Depending on the order of videos, and if it's already come out, or if I decide to upload it at all, the summon video will show you that, ta-da, we earn Byblis. I built her up with stuff that I had lying around, sort of, maybe. I mean, it took like a bit to do it. We gave her the super speed gear at first. It was cool, but I've decided against it for now. And we're going to try this instead and see how it feels in this content, right? Maybe we'll go back to the super speed stuff at some point. But this is my Byblis currently. We're going to try and go somewhat bulky with a lot of effectiveness so that she can land as many debuffs as possible and be as much of a menace as possible. And just pray that it, like, works out. I've given her 1 slate because... spoiler for the summon video, I guess. I'll give her 1 slate. I only ever summon for 1 anyway. To give her the effectiveness, just because more effectiveness, why not? And we got her artifact as well to, like, just have. I should probably just do this, why not, right? Huh. Well, not those. We'll take away a few of those just in case. If it, like, great, yeah. There we go. Might as well level it up, get some more stats. That's a lot of HP. Yeah, that's a lot of HP. So, yeah. The weapon, we'll just leave it alone as well. I'm not going to upgrade it, but that's what we're looking at the moment. So we're going to run Byblis. We're going to run Rowana, and we're going to run ML Ken. Because ML Ken is going to be our damage, Rowana is going to be our protection versus the counterattacks, and Byblis is going to be our annoying, like... factor for the enemy team. We're just going to see if it works. So, as a quick extra note, I don't like this team, but I don't really want to run Bologna because maybe I should run Bologna. Actually, no, yeah, we'll run Bologna instead because AoE, extra AoE, single target, so this probably ends up being better for Bologna. But Byblis and Ken aren't a good combo, in my opinion, because she has blind, he needs critting, and yeah. And the bottom team, we're going to steal the opponent's team anchor idea of having Moon Bunny Dom. And we're going to run Moon Bunny Dom for the extra turn buff. Abigail for... you are still buffed, still geared, right? I don't think it matters, but yeah, you are. Abigail for protection for Benimaru, because we always do. And Benimaru to wipe the entire team, because the second that the boy takes a turn, we win. And I suppose if I outspeed him, I just sleep his dom or something. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Assuming I outspeed him. Right. We're faster than the... okay. So, the nice thing here is... with Byblis, we've got the 1-turn reduction and 200 effectiveness, so this should land on everybody. Should. And if we blind the Phyllis, that'd be nice as well, actually. Nice. And now because that was a counter-attack, we get the bonus, which can defense break. And we got 1 defense break. So... honestly, I think we just go for... this and do damage now because she's defense broken, so we might as well beat her up. Unfortunately, that counter attack don't trigger me. I think I would have rather used Ken here for the Yuffie. That's why I was bringing Ken. Was to deal with Yuffie so she didn't get to go Berserker Rage and kill me, but that's one of the main things gone though. That's good. We got rid of the escort immediately, so we can do damage now. We can't silence Yuffie. We can force her to counterattack and get the defense break potential, so we'll do that. Okay, we can't force her to counterattack, never mind. Can we still not force her to counterattack? No. So we probably lose this because she's in rage mode. Maybe. That barrier might help. And this will give me lifesteal. Oh, it's not a good Yuffie. But yeah, so this is the problem with Byblis. Is he's got 2 counterattack units and neither of them are counterattacking. We still won, right? Cool. But we had 200 effectiveness, 75% defense break on skill 2 when the passive activates. Passive activated like once or twice. And we got like maybe 2 counters or something total from the enemy team. So Byblis didn't get to do anything. So she's essentially completely useless. And that's like, currently, that's my only issue with her. Is that we're very much in a position where we're not able to like use her very well because you're relying on a 15 to like 30% chance to sleep. You're relying on like a 15 to 30% chance or whatever to have your opponent do something back to you, and it has to specifically be a counterattack. Like, on the bright side, sleep. Thank you. On the bright side, she is technically the most balanced limited unit they've brought out. She's really strong, don't get me wrong. Because, like, you know, there's loads of videos out on already from literally just Grass Angel on, like, loads of different builds. So she's really good. I just don't like the fact that she doesn't feel limited because she's only got the counterattack as a trigger, like, mostly. And I mean, it's just that, really, to be honest. Like, the fact that she's just very slot machine-like. Like, you're hitting very specific teams, which run very specific units that counter the fact that she counters sometimes, and, like, causes more issues. And you're getting 15%ed, and you're getting counter-procced. So it's like, I don't know, it's just weird for a limited unit in 2023 to feel, like, sort of that disadvantaged. I don't know, whatever. Maybe I'm just, like, not enough data, I guess. But 1 down, 2 to go. Second fight of the war. We're going to try this. So, I'm having a slight crisis of revelation, right? So I don't think this is a great idea, but I think it's okay. We're going to run Arya, and she's not, like, super well built. Like, I know, but I can never get good defense gear, I'll be honest. Moon Bunny Dom and Byblis. The idea is, so I'll try and go over it as quick as I can before, like, doing the fight, but the idea is, I feel like Byblis with Ken, Bologna, etc., things that ignore crit, is a waste, in a way, because Byblis's point is to remove the extra buffs that Landy gives to the team. So, like, technically, when you remove all of their things with skill 3, skill 2, and then defense break the Landy with the skill 2, your non-able to always crit unit could, like, AoE cleave, like, say BBK or something, could AoE cleave and, like, kill this, and, like, kill this, hopefully, and then also maybe almost, if not fully, kill this, and then, like, maybe take an extra turn if it's BBK, and then finish the job. Obviously, Ken and Bologna are still good, because Bologna gets a defense break to Y equip to kill something. And so does Ken. So, like, it should still be fine. It just sort of feels away from the point, I guess. Maybe I'm just, like, overthinking it, which I definitely am, but it's not to say don't use Ken or Bologna, but, like, if you're always going to crit anyway, why are you using Byblis, right? There's other options. But anyway, moving on. Bottom team is going to be Benimaru, Abigail because I'm lazy, and we're going to run Yulha as our last unit. Yulha is going to tank the Jagoff, and we're just going to see how the fight goes. We just target the Lamia and win, I imagine. It should be fine. The top team might lose. We will probably yield if it's about to, but we'll see. It's actually quite good for me in a way, because we get to push area and get her to do stuff sooner. It would be better if we didn't use Byblis' skill 3 here, because that like sort of reinforces the point. If I was to like skill 1 the shoe, and then wait for Byblis to rotate around again to then skill 3 to reduce the turn again. Especially because shoe's gonna do her thing anyway. Yeah. Never mind. I was hoping to then not lose the skill 2 to that, but here we are. I guess we have to lose Byblis, because Landy is not letting me fucking take a turn. That should protect me because of the barrier. I was hoping the skill null would last long enough to allow me to actually do something, but apparently not. Yep, yield. Never mind. We could have still probably won that, but that's why you can't counterattack instead, or something that protects you from counterattacks, because if you don't, that happens. It's a really fucking awful situation for her. She either does fine, or she gets like full cooked immediately. But it's another one of those luck of the draws. Like, that was the mirror opposite of the fight before, where I got like one counter in the entire fight. That fight I got every single counter in the entire possible like realm of counters, minus the one from Shu, which might have not existed because she could have been injury, which I didn't look for, to be honest. So whether or not she is, I have no idea, but that's just like the problem, right? Like, you either get countered all the time when you're not prepared for it, or you never get countered when you are prepared for it. Or you get countered when you are prepared for it, or never countered when you're not prepared for it. One of our options. But you only want 2 of those to happen. But whatever. 2 down, 1 to go. Final fight. We're going to hit this tower and see what happens. So, top team, we're going back to the first thing we did. Because it obviously just didn't work last time. Like, she countered too much. It wasn't really applicable for... Or it wasn't really, like, plausible, I guess. But this time we've got to deal with Lilius instead of Arrowell. So there's a very good chance that we don't get to do anything here either, because I'll be taunted and attack broken on Bologna. We could still bring Ken here instead, but I don't think it's worth it with my potential blinds from her. So we'll see what happens. Like, I think it's the right tools for the job type of situation, right? Like, Ken would definitely work here, but if I get unlucky and don't get crit by these 2, then Ken doesn't do anything, and that becomes a problem. Whereas Bologna is always going to get to counterattack, so yeah. I'll go over the stats again, I guess, even though like I haven't been doing that for the past few fights, but or videos even. But Byblis again, nothing different. Rowana, nothing different, and Bologna, nothing different. But again, they're there for reference in case you want to pause at this point and look at them for whatever reason. And the bottom team, we're going to go with Yulha because Aeron does an AoE true damage. So I'm hoping that that's like good enough to allow me to kill something with her. Doris for protection versus the Zia for speed reasons and stuff. And Quazu to get AoE so he can kick the Senya in the mouth and kill her, I guess. Yeah. We're just gonna go with that. Like, but yeah, I don't know. My overall thoughts on Byblis at the moment, I think, are just that she's not good. Like, she's good, but she's not good. I know that's like, you know, not useful at all, but essentially, I think she she's in the right meta, but she's not, right? Like, she's been released at the right time, but I feel like, and I don't play RTA, so there is like that sort of nuance to this as well, but I think she's come out at a time where there's too much stuff, realistically, that's like, that doesn't care about her, right? I mean, I'm just gonna do this to get the buff, because I might as well. More defense is more defense. Like in arena defenses, like I'm only in, what am I in, Challenger? I don't remember. But it's just like, there's a lot of Roanna stuff, or things that don't trigger Byblis. Like, she don't work versus Edward Elric, she don't work versus Celine, she don't work versus, like, Politis. I don't see a lot of Politis, but besides the point. Like, there's just like quite a few units that she realistically isn't super good versus, because they don't counterattack, they do like extra attacks or an activation of an ability, right? Like, she won't work against herself, for example. So it's like, she's cool, but if your opponent is running like Roanna, she don't really do anything other than heal her opponent. If your opponent is running... Ah, cringe. If your opponent is running something that doesn't counter-attack, then she doesn't do anything, because she don't get the skill 2 passive, which is like arguably one of her biggest upsides. I didn't do that much damage. Is it going to stun me and kill me? And if you're fighting things that do counter-attack, you're running a... Yeah, that full killed me. If you are running into things that can counterattack, like in this situation, there was a fair few counterattacks, but the attack break from Lilia sort of screwed me. But if they don't counterattack at all, you don't get any procs. And if you don't get the procs, you don't defense break them, potentially. And if you don't defense break them, potentially, or at all, you just lose, because then you're losing all your extra damage. So it's like, you can remove buffs all you want, but if they're not like buffing too much, then there's not really any point in removing the buffs. I'll do this because I need the AoE. Thanks, Kairon. He lowers the damage I'm taking from AoEs as well, I just remembered. But yeah, we'll just kick her in the mouth now and get rid of her. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm probably just using her wrong. Like, she's probably an RTA exclusive unit or something, like, good for picking very specifically into certain drafts or whatever to stop certain things from existing and being a pain in the ass or whatever, right? Like, that's probably what it is, and I'm just being stupid by not exploiting that. Like, and that's completely on me. But I don't know. I think she's like in a weird position where she's come out with like almost the right timing, but not quite the right timing. Like, I did no damage, holy shit. Punch the child? Yeah. Like, I need Yulher to, like, die. But not die, just, like, die. You know what I mean? If I don't full heal Doris here, we die. Unless Quazu kills her. Kills Zia. Kairon will go for Quazu. Yeah, we'll just heal Quazu and punch Zia, it'll be fine. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just using her wrong, but I'm not like a massive fan of Byblis at the moment. Can't remember her name. Blind, please. Yeah. Oh, never mind, it's over, bye. I think it's also, like, just partly because I've got enough things that already deal with the stuff that Byblis deals with. So she's, like, less useful to me. Like, I can just, like, Ken Roanna, Bologna Roanna. You know, I can run, like, the team I was running for that top team was, like, what? Something similar to Light Elena, Light Elena, Moonlight Bunny Dom, and ML Ken. And I just, like, stop being stop being attack broken, stop them counter-attacking, get Ken to do all of his stuff whenever they all take the turns, and then they'd all die and would win, right? And Byblis does sort of something similar, but it's just at the risk of being counter-attacked and like losing the fight because of counter-attacks. But either way, that's Guild War for the week done. We are finished. TLDR, Byblis is limited if you want to get her. She seems cool. She's probably good for certain people, certain situations. I'm not a fan, realistically, but maybe after a bit more usage, she'll grow on me or something. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed the Guild War. We'll be back next week for more Guild War, and we'll see what we get up to with that. See if we use more Byblis. Maybe I work something out by then that's useful. But yeah, until then, enjoy your weekend, and I shall see you in the next video.